Welcome everybody to another Big Brain Puzzles. I am MBW Champion, and today we're going to be playing The Heat Between Us by Marty, Sears. And if you guys haven't seen one of these yet, you are in for an awesome treat, because not only can you watch this video, but you can play along. In the description, I will have a link to this puzzle. Put this on the screen right there so you can see the rules. So this puzzle, it's basically a variant Sudoku. It's a Sudoku puzzle where digits 1 through 9 in a row, digits 1 through 9 in a column, and a grid. 1 through 9 do not repeat, but the digits all through 1 through 9 are in a row, column, and grid. The only thing is, there is not a single digit revealed yet, right? So this is one of my favorite variant rule sets with Fog of War, where basically all these gray cells is basically like a fog that kind of goes over the puzzle, and it actually has rule sets and maybe even reveals numbers that we don't know, but it's basically under it, and as you go through this puzzle, it's kind of like a journey. It's kind of like a quest. It's like, very adventure like. So when you reveal a number, so let's just say if you reveal a number here, some of the fog might come up. So I'm going to go ahead and read the rules, but just wanted to kind of show you that this is different from normal Sudoku. So if you haven't played any of these stuff, freaking awesome. So go ahead and click the link in the description, see if you can play along, or hey, pause the video, play it yourself, or you can watch me, see if I fail or not. It may take me 3 hours to beat this thing. I don't know, we don't know. But we're gonna use our big brain to solve this puzzle, though. So let's go ahead and go through the rules. So normal Sudoku's rules apply. Again, I went ahead and explained that. Every row, every column, every grid, 1 through 9. So entering correct digits may clear fog somewhere in the grid. So say, for example, if I put a number here, and I'm not going to put a number here because I don't want it to accidentally reveal anything. So let's just say that this is 6. Normally in a fog of war, anything that's surrounding that fog or that number that you put, all that fog will disappear. But on this one, it may clear fog, but somewhere on the grid. So if I get this number correct, maybe the fog gets revealed over here. We don't know. It's kind of cool because now it's not just set for what's around it. It's wherever the puzzle creator wants you to look. And what's cool is that all these rules and stuff, you don't have to cheat. And you shouldn't cheat, because then it kind of ruins the fun of the puzzle, where, you can just place numbers anywhere and then all of a sudden you're just solving it, because then it's going to reveal it and then you'll know that digit's right. That's not the way that the game is played. The game is played where you logically try to figure out the puzzle as it goes along, and oh my god, it's just so rewarding. So I really like these type of puzzles. So awesome that there's a fog and it's anywhere on the grid. Again, no guessing is necessary. So in this puzzle, there are colored lines called edge thermos. These run along cell edges. Let me read that again. I don't know if I quite understood that. So in this puzzle, colored lines are edge thermos. These run along cell image. Oh, okay. So each one of these are cells. So what it's saying is that it always goes on the line. It won't go through diagonal or anything like that. It's always on the edges. Okay, I get it now. Okay, any cell edge covered by a thermo contains a thermo spot. Okay. The value of the thermo spot equals the sum of the digits in the two cells it sits between. Okay. Values of spots along thermo strictly increase moving away from the bulb, which is the larger one. So this is the large part of it. And if there's like another, let's just say the thermo goes here, the end of it will not be a bulb. The bulb is always on just one end, like a thermometer. All right. Each thermo is a different color, and they don't overlap or intersect each other at all. Okay. That's good to know. So in other words, this red will never cross over to the yellow. In other words, like it won't go through it. But there's only one of each color. I can already see where this puzzle's going. All right. And they don't overlap or intersect each other. And that's all the rules. Okay. So kind of going through that rule set again, because that one was a little bit pretty insane. But basically what it's saying is the sum of this is going to be part of the thermometer. So typically we usually see a thermometer, kind of go like this, right? And let's just pretend the bulb is right here. So the bulb is always going to be the lowest number, whereas the tip of the thermometer that's on the lowest end is the highest number it can get to, because that's how thermometers work. So in other words, this is going to be the lowest portion of it. So the sum of this is going to be lower than the sum of this, which is lower than the sum of this, and then so forth as the thermometer goes. Okay, I think that's all the rules, so let's go ahead and get started. Let me put on the timer. Timer, go! Timer, go! There it is. All right, so as I was reading the rule set, I kind of already see a little bit what's going on. So this thermometer and this thermometer are the same color. It says right here that where was the thing? I read that right? Oh yeah, it's the last sentence. Each thermo is a different color. So since we see that this is the same color, and hopefully I'm not colorblind, I know that this one connects to this one. What we do also know is that the yellow, you can't overlap the thermos. So that means this will never be going past the yellow. Okay. So yeah. So what I think I want to do is I want to show where we at least know the yellow goes. Because we know that the yellow is going to pass through here. Oh, actually, this is not yellow. We know the sum of this, the sum of that, sum of that, sum of that. But we don't know if it continues going. Same thing with this. That's going to go like that. That's going to go like that. And that's all we really know so far. Right? We also know that the red doesn't come around and go this way, because it is revealed right here that the red does not pass through here. So for the red to come to this side, it does have to pass up here somehow, right? So I guess what I'm meant to do, if I can guess, is can we say what's the minimum that this can kind of go? That was a weird way of saying it. How many sums can I do to get to the end? So for this to be a sum, the highest that this can be is 17. So that means the highest that this can be is a 16. So 16 is going to be 9 plus 9 and 6. I guess. All right. And then so this is going to be 15. So yeah, I guess we can just, I was just thinking, like, should I continue labeling these like this, or if I should do it a different way, but let's just go ahead and continue doing this. So again, 15. So since this has to be either a 6 or a 9 to work with that, that's going to be a 9 or I was going to say 8 or 7, but like I said that this can't be 8, right? That's if it's 16. I think there's a better way of showing this. I'm actually just trying to figure out a better way of showing this. I might just have to just do this while I'm going. All right, let's just do that. So can I do like edges? Oh, I can. Ooh, I can. Okay. So what's the the minimum that I can do this? I'm trying to... Okay. Okay, so dang, it's really hard to see, so I want to maybe get rid of the colors just for a second. So I might recolor it in a moment, but I want to just get rid of the colors just so you can see this. Okay, yeah, this, you can see it a lot better now. So what I'm trying to show is, I know that since it can't intersect, and I can see right here, because you can, if it did cross right here, you would see the edge, because you can see the edge as it goes through all these, right? So we know that the red does not hit these cells at all. So this is the minimum that a red line can be. Now the red line could go way up here, but this is the minimum. So let's see how many sums there are. Let me see. So 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. I think that solved it, actually. So I'm going to do that again just to make sure I didn't miscount. But in other words, it has to be these digits, because if not, it won't work. So again, this is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yeah, so in other words, because it can't be 2, you can't have a 1 plus 1 in the same row or grid. The minimum that this can be is a 3 anyways. So since this is the minimum, it has to be a 3, and this is already the maximum, 17, that means we know for sure that this is going to be a 1-2 pair. And then we know for sure that this is going to be a 8-9 pair. So that means this has to equal the numbers that we were kind of saying. So say for example here, since this is 3, this would have to be 4. The only way to get a 4 here is to have a 3-1 pair, because you can't have a 2 plus 2 because then the 2's would be in the same column. So this is a 3. I'm hoping that that's right, because it didn't reveal anything. Usually in Fog of War, if I do something, it'll show that I got it right, but it's not showing it right now, so I'm like, oh no. Anyways, this is a 1, and then this is a 2. Vice versa here, same kind of logic. If this is 17 and this is 16, well, you can't have 8 plus 8. So the only way to get 16 is that it has to be 9 plus 6. Sorry. I don't know why I have 6 there. It's supposed to be 7. Anyways, back to what I was saying, because that was really wrong. I don't know why I had a 6 in there. So again, 17, this is 16. Of course it can't be a 6, because then you'd have to have a 10. Sorry about that. I know you guys were probably yelling at me at that one. The only way to get 16 is to have 7 plus 9. You can't have 8 plus 8 because I'll be in the same row. So this is always a 7. This is always a 9. And this one's an 8. Okay. So can we keep on going? Let's see if we can keep on going. So if we know that this is a 3, we know this is a 4, this would have to be a 5, which this would have to be a 6, which this would have to be 7. Ooh, this one's interesting. We know it has to be an 8, but we don't know yet. So let's just continue going this way. 17, 16, 15. So to get 15 here, it's going to be 8. Ooh, look at that. It's confirming our line work, so that's at least good. So this has to be 14. So yeah, anyways. I was like looking down here, I was like, is that right over here? Okay, yeah, it is. All right, so that, and then this has to be 13. All right, and this is 12. So 8 and 12. This is pretty cool. I really like this puzzle so far. This is like, it's super unique. I'm already loving it. All right. 8's gonna go up there somewhere. All right. So we know that this has to be an 8. So the possible solutions for that, for this one, for example, it has to be a 1 or a 7. I mean, 1 plus 7, right? This one can't be a 1 because then this would have to be 7. We already have the 7 in the grid, so this can never be a 1. Can't be a 2. What about a 3? So we could have a 3 and a 5, so that is a possible solution. Oh, never mind. I have the 3 in the grid. I'm so dumb. Anyways, I was kind of looking right here. So 3 and a 5. But 5 and a 3, nope, can't have that either. You can't have 4 plus 4, because then it would be duplicating, and you already see this. But it can have a 7 and a 2. That does work. Seven and a 2. 7 and a 1. My God. I already forgot it's 8. All right, so 4 and 3, 7, and then 8. So yeah, is that the only solution that we have? Oh, actually, wait. There could be a 6 and a 2. But everything else wouldn't work. 5, 3, 4, 3, 2, and then 1 and 7 doesn't work. So yeah, these are the only solutions that you can get from there. So if this is an 8, that means this has to be a 9. So the only way to get 9 here is it's going to be an 8 or a 7. Because again, 1 plus 8 and then 2 plus 7. Now, can we go this way now? So 12. What options can it be to be a 12? Well, we know it can't be a 1 or a 2. So it'd be a 3 and a 9. So this would be a 3 and then a 9. 4 and 8. Uh, 5 and 7, but 7's already there. 6 and a 6 can't be in the same row, or nor can it be there. 7, 8 is here. And then a 9, 3, but 3 is right there. So these are the only options that we have in order to do there. What am I meant to see? This puzzle's going in an interesting route. Anyways, okay, so Simon, the same vice versa over here. Since this is 12, this is 11. This is going to be a 3 or a 2, right? Yeah. Which means this has to be equal to 10, so it can never be 5. Yeah, so it can never be 5, but it can be a 1 plus 9. It could be a 2 plus 8 or a 4 plus 6. Since we know the sum here, minimum is 3, minimum is 4, 5, 6, 7. So the minimum of this has to be 7, right? In other words, I can't have anything lower than a 6. I just want to label it there just so you can see it. Oh, no. I'm thinking of it wrong. I was going to say 6 because of the 1. But you can have like a 1, like if it's like a 1 plus 9. So never mind. I don't want to mark that at all. What is interesting, since this is 3, 4, 5, 6, right? So again, 3, 4, 5, 6. That means the sum of this has to be higher than 6. So that means that can never be a 1 or a 2. Since this can't be a 1 or a 2 or a 3, because 3 plus 3 is 6, and you can't have that in the same grid or row, the next option that this would be is a 4. Well, it can't be a 4 because the 4 is right there. So that means that this can either be a 5, can't be a 6 or a 7, but it could be an 8 or a 9. That's pretty cool. I like that. And all we know here is that it just has to be lower, so that can kind of go anywhere. Actually, if this was 5, it's the minimum it can be. That means this has to be 8. So anything here has to be lower than an 8 if it was a 5. The only option that can be is like a 1. Because 2, 3, and if it was a 4, then 4 plus 5 is 9, so that'd be higher than the 8. So if it was a 5, only possible solution is that this is a 1. However, if it's a 9, that means that the sum of this is 12. To get 12 here, or something lower than 12. Again, this is assuming that this is a 9 to get 12. So that means 9 plus what is lower than 12? And it would only be a 1 or a 2. 2 is seeing this, so the only option for a 9 is 1. What about 8? We have 11. So that means this has to be lower, so it has to be 10 or lower. But again, it has to be plus 8. So what options do you have with that? Well, 1 and 2. 2 is seeing that, so it's always a 1. So no matter what this digit is, this is always a 1. Which means this is a 2. That is neato. Neato Toledo. Okay. So this can no longer be an 8. Clean that up a little bit. Okay. All right. So can we keep on going here? So if this is a 5, that means this would be 6. So the lowest that this can be is a 5. So what can go here to be 5 or lower? And the answer is 4, right? So let me do that math again. So if this was a 5, that would make this 6. So that means this would have to be 5 or lower. So 1 plus 4 is 5. Can't have a 3 or a 2, and you can't have a 1, so the only option is a 4. What about 9? So that means that this is 10, so that means this has to be 9. We can't have an 8. We can't have a 7. We can have a 6. So that is the possible solution right there. Because that would make that lower. That would be 7. So those are our options there. And if it's 8, that means this is 9. So that means this has to be 8 or lower. Can't have a 7. You can have a 6. You can have a 5 though. And again, 4, that works, but you can't have a 3, 2, 1. So the options that we have right here is 4, 5, 6. Which means if this is a 4, that means that's a 5. What can this be? This would be a 3. We see the 1, 2 here, so that's the only possible solution that can be. If this is a 5, that means this is 6, which means this is 5. Only possible solution is a 4 or a 3. And if this is a 6, that means this is 7. That means this is 6, which means the only possible solution is that this is also a 5. So these are the possible solutions for that. Now, did that reveal anything about this? Is what I'm wondering. I'll just do a little bit of Sudoku while we're staring at it. I don't think it did. Well, just in case it does like a triple or something like that, this could be a 4. This could be a 5 or a 6. And it can also be a 9. Wow. Shocking. Shocking, I know. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, so that didn't reveal as much as I thought it was. cool that we got all those numbers of like what it could be, but it didn't truly do anything, so, which is a bummer. Oh wait, I got the 2 a while back. That means I can solve for this. This is a 6. Oh my god. Okay, and since this this 6 can't be there anymore, that means the 4 can't be there because that was equal to 10. Oh my god, I can keep on going, huh? So this was 8. That means this is 9. So that's our 7. Which means 7 goes down here. Oh wait, do we see another? I see a peak. There's a peak right there. There's something there. What is it? What is it? Okay. We know at least that there's a thermo somewhere up here. Okay, 7. Here's our 10. Yeah, it's not really giving us it. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. All right. Let's... What about 3s? So we know 3 is in here. Six is C here, meaning the 6 in this row has to be here. And since the 6 is here, and the 6's can only be here, and I'm just going to label it just so we can see it, that means that the 6 in this column have to be up here. Just a fun fact. What about I was gonna say, what about the 7s? But I pretty much already cleared where the 7s are gonna be. Twos are kind of the same way. What about 1? I mean, I got 1 right here, so maybe 1 is... Oh yeah, look at... So the 1 sees this, so the 1 has to be here, which means it has to be here. And it's going to be somewhere right here. Still not revealing a lot, though. If this is an 8, that means the 3 has to go here. Or better yet, if this is a 9, the 2 has to go here. Meaning this can no longer be a 2. Oh wait, it can't be a 9 anyways. I forgot. This is 9. I forgot that the 1 eliminated. Oh, yeah. Okay. There we go. So that means a 9 can only go here. Oh, wait. Or here. My bad. Okay, that didn't do it as much as I thought. Okay, what I was going to say was, if this is a 2, it would force this one to be a 6. And then that a 4. And that a 9. This cell. Let me do that again. So if this was a 2, this would be a 9, which would make, since this has to equal 12, this would have to be a 3. But if it was a 3, and this was a 2 and this would be a 6, 4. So it does work. Now, vice versa, if this is a 4, that would make that an 8. There it is right there. If this was a 4 and 8 pair, then what in the world can this be? It has to be a 4 or 8. So this can never be a 4 and an 8. So this is always going to be the 9 and the 3. Actually, let me just solve these really quick so I can just get that down. So again, since this is 12, this is 11. So this is going to be our 2. It's going to be our 6, and that's going to be our 4. Okay, let me clean that up a little bit. Get that all clean. I'll go ahead and get rid of this there. This is going to be an 8. Okay, that's cleaner. Okay, so just to make sure that this works, this is a 12, this is 11, this is a 9. So that means this has to be 8 or lower. Still works. Got it. Cool. All right. So we solved the red line, which is great. We do see a new yellow because this is orange right here. I thought this was yellow earlier, but now that I see this line, that's definitely yellow and this is orange. But yeah, we have another line up here. I don't think we have enough to say anything right now, but what we do know is that this is a 7 or a 2, because the 7 Sudoku and the 2 Sudoku has to be right there, and we know that it can't be there because the 2 and the 7 would make that 8, which again, this is 9, and that would at minimum 8, so this has to be 7. So yeah, so this has to be our 2-7 pair right here. I was going to say, because that takes the 7s, we know 7s can't go here, so that means the 7s have to go here somewhere. I was hoping that we were going to have a 7 up here, but to no avail. It's okay. We'll get them next time. Okay, let's see where... All right, we got a couple new things. Let's go ahead and label what these can be. So, actually, we can just put them in. So this is going to be a 4. That's going to be a 9. Which means our 9s are going to go here with the 2. That's a 2-9 pair. But since this 9 is seeing that, this is our 9, that's our 2, And now we know the 1s are going to be there, so this is our 1 over here. Which solves that. That's going to be a 5. And ooh, check that out. I just revealed a whole bunch of good things over here. So now we got a new quest to solve. Again, lower in the bulb is going to go to the highest over here. So again, minimum that this can be is a 3. However, we do see a 2 right here. So minimum is actually a 4 here. If this is a 4, let's just see what the minimum is over here. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's the minimum that can be, is 10. Let me just do that again. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. I almost feel like I should label that. I don't know. Okay, let's just pretend it is the minimum. This is, okay, this is a 1 plus 3. So 4. How do you get 5 here? You can do a 1 and a 4, so that still works. This would have to be 6. You can do 1 plus 5. Okay, that works. This would have to be 7, but the 1 is seen here, so this can't be a 7. That means it would have to be an 8, but the 2 is right here, so it can't be a 2. What about 3? So 3 is a possibility, so I'm going to label it. Can't be a 4. It can be a 5. Can't be a 6, can't be a 7, can't be an 8. It could be a 9, but it's doubtful because of how far away it is from here. But we're going to do the math in just a second. I'll eliminate the 9 in just a moment. But if this is a 9, 9 plus 6 is 15. So that means that this would have to be 16. And this would have to be 17. And this would have to be 18, which is impossible because you can't have 9 plus 9 in a thing. So this can never be a 9. So in fact, this 35 is actually correct. So we do know that this number cannot be a 3, 5, 2, or 7. So it is indeed, in fact, a 9. Does that reveal anything? Does it reveal anything? I don't think so. Okay. All right. So this is either a 9 or 11. Interesting. Okay. So we know the 9s are here somewhere. I'm figuring that it's going to be here. Figure that out in just a moment. 9 is seeing this, so we know the 9 is going to be somewhere here. Doubtful that it's going to be here. Let's just say it is a 10, like 9 plus 1. That would be the minimum. So 10, 11, 12, 13, and already it's past that, so this can't be a 9. So these are our 9s somewhere right there. Now, can this not be a 9? So if this is the minimum, 6 plus 3, that means this would be a 10, this would be 11, and this would have to be a 12. So what numbers does this need to be in order to be a 12? Can't be a 1 or a 2. If it's a 3, that means it would have to be 3 plus 9. However, the 3 is right here. so that wouldn't work. 4 plus 8, which 8's right here. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. 7 plus 5 actually works. I'm just going to label it. And then 6 plus 6. Okay, that works. If this is an 11, and 12, 13, 14, what options can you do to get 14? You can do 9 plus 5. Eight plus 6 is right here. And then you can't do 7 plus 7 because then that would equal each other. So those are our options for that. What about 13? Because we know the minimum over here is 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh wait, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh my God. I did that math wrong earlier. 9. Oh no, it's 9. 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, I did do it right the last time. Just seeing numbers apparently. Okay, I did get it right. I'm just being weird. Okay. So back to what I was saying. 13. So what are the options that we can do to get 13? That would be 9 plus 4. Can't be an 8. What about a 7? Six is right there. And 5. Yeah, because I said that this can never be a 4 because of the 8, so it has to be those values. Okay. Yeah. Okay, that works. So in other words, these are the only options that these can be up here. Yeah. Okay. So if our 2 is seeing this, our 2 is seeing that, that means our 2 is up here. 2 is down here. I was hoping that this was going to show something. 6 up here. So 6 has to go here somewhere. That doesn't show anything. What about 7? 7, but it can be here. Bummer. This is 11. What's the minimum that this can be? If this is 11, this would be 10, 9, 8. Let me do that again. 11, 10, 9, 8. So to get it 8, you can do a 1, 7. Damn. It's more than I thought. Bummer. And then these are like the numbers that this can be. Can't be any higher than that because again, minimum, I mean the highest that it can be, because again, 11, 10, 9, 8. Can't go higher than an 8, so this can never have an 8 or a 9 in it. You know, I didn't label like that we know these numbers for sure. So might as well just put them in. I don't know why I didn't label these before. I knew it wasn't going to solve anything, but like, might as well have it, you know? All right. Where can the 1 go in here? The 1 and the 8 actually are pretty interesting in here. So let's go here. So because minimally, this is a 9, that means this has to be a 10, right? Well, how do you get 10? You have to get from a 1, I mean. How do you get 10? You have to add it to 9. Well, this right, if this was a 1, that would have to be 9, and it can't be. Same thing here. If this is a 1, or this is a 1, this vertical has a 9C in it everywhere, so it can't be a 9. It's meaning that this one of these are 1, in other words. That's interesting. That's a good sign, because here I didn't know if there was a 1 here. However, we do know here. So again, if highest that this can be is 11, 10, 9, what can this be? Since it has to have a 1 in it, it would either be a 1 or an 8. And if instead this was not a 9 but an 8, it would have to be 1 plus 7, but we have the 7 right here. If it was a 7, it would have to be 1 plus 6, but the 6 is right here. If this is a 6, I'm just going to label it for right now, but I'm going to go back on it. But if this was here, let's just say it was 5 plus 1, 6. The 5 would have to go down here, and it would have to be 5 plus 3, which is 8. And then the 6. Yeah, that works. So that can be a 5. Six, and then that would have to be lower than a 5, and that works too. Okay, cool. That does work. What about, can this be equal to 5? Meaning this would be our 4. No, because then, oh wait, it can. Because then this can be a 1 and a 3. Interesting. I guess in any scenario, though, if I was to have a 1 here, the only way that this would work for this to be a 1, because the highest it could be is a 6, is that this would have to be a 1, 4. So 4 1s, 4 1 5. a 3. Where can the 3 go? If this is 9, three can never go here. Because if this is 9 or 11, 5 plus 3 is definitely not higher than that. So that means the 3 would have to go in either of these two spaces. The only way for that to work with a 3 is to have this be equal to an 8 in any scenario. I'm gonna do that again. Since we know the 3 is seen here, 3 has to go into one of these 3 cells up here. Cannot go here because then that means the lowest or the highest that this can be is a 5 plus 3, which is an 8. But we know that the lowest that this can be is a 9, and that's bigger than 8. So this can never be a 3. Meaning one of these two has to be our 3. And if this is a 3, for it to be higher than 9, what does this have to be equal to? Well, it can't be a 1, 2, or a 4, because that's, again, lower than 9. Can't be a 5 because that's lower than 9. Well, again, it has to be 10 or higher. So, and it can't be a 6, 7, or a 9. So it has to be an 8, and vice versa here. Since this is 9, 10, 11, if this was a 3, this would either have to be an 8 or a 9. But 9 is seeing this, so whichever way you put the 3, this is our 8 every single time. So 8. Again, that means that this minimum is 11, so this would have to be 12. So this can never be a 3 in it, for example. So this is our 3. Which means this is going to be a 4 or a 5. Because this is 11 and then it goes there. Okay. So, can we say which one these are over here? Since now we know it's a 3, we know for sure that this can't be a 1, because then this would make that a 4. So if that's the case, we know where our 1 is. All right. All right. So, yeah, 9, 8, 6. So the highest that this can go is a 6. So meaning there can never be a 7 here. Meaning our 7 is going to be somewhere here. Meaning our 7 is going to be somewhere here. That 3 is seeing that, so that's a 5. Ooh, that means that this is a 6. That means this has to be our 6 right here. That's our 5. That's our 4. That's our 5. So since this is equal to 5, what can this be in order to be lower than a 5? Well, spoiler alert, it's a 1. All right. Oh, like cracking my knuckles. All right. So this has to be, this is a 13. So that means this has to be a 14 or higher. So that means this can never be a 4 anymore. So this has to be our 7. So it's definitely not 14. And again, since this is 13, can't be a 5. This has to be our 9. Oh my god. It revealed things. It revealed things that I never knew about myself. All right. So since we know that this is 15, that means this has to be a 16 or a 17. And the only way to do that is it's either going to be a 9, or actually it's going to be a 9 either way. Because if it's 16, the only way to do it is 9 plus 7, because you can't have an 8 plus 8, because then it would be 2 of the same number on there. So the only way that 7 works is with a 9, and the only way an 8 works to be 17, because again you can't have 16, is there with a 9. Oh, man, it's revealing a whole bunch of different color ones. Nice. All right. We know the 9s are going to be here somewhere. All right. Actually, let's go ahead and label some of these in, since we have enough now. So we know that the 3 is going to be somewhere here. We know the 4 is going to be somewhere here. The 1 is going to be also there, but 1 sees that, so we can kind of clean that all up a little bit. Which means that the 8 and 9 are going to be here. Okay, groovy, groovy. So since the only digits on this row that are missing is a 3, 4, and a 7, the 3 and the 4 see this, so this is our 7. And since the 3 is seeing this, this is our 4. All right. We don't know which way this goes yet, so we're fine right now. Okay, so that means we need to do some more Sudokus. All right, so let's see. Our 1s are going to be somewhere here. 3 is actually going to be down here too. Interesting. 7. Four somewhere up here. Trying to find like a quick little nugget, but like I'm not seeing anything. We might just have to mark all these, which is unfortunate. Yeah, I think so. Hmm. Where, oh where? I actually think what I want to do, just to make it cleaner, because I'm starting to get a lot of those numbers everywhere, and I don't want to like confuse the pot, so I'm going to label them a little bit more clear for us. So don't mind me as I do this. So again, 2, only place that can go is there. 4 can go there. 5 can go here, here, or here. 6, yep, goes up here. 7 has to go here. And then 8 is going to go here. Reason why I did that is because I want to like clearly show like what numbers are going to be able to be put there. Because I have a feeling there's going to be some sort of like X-wing like that, like we're going to have to like splice. It's an assumption though. I don't know. Okay. What about 5s? So 5 can go anywhere. Oh my god, it can go anywhere. Oh, this is ugly. That's no bueno. Okay, that's the 1. What about 2s? Three. Four. Dang. Maybe this isn't going to be cleaner. I mean, when we map it out, it'll at least be a little bit more seeable. So 6. 7. Eight can literally go anywhere. My God. And then 9. All right. What I was trying to see is if we can see like a triple or anything anywhere, but I'm honestly not seeing anything that's like jumping out at me. Yeah, it's too many options here. Oh, wait. No, the 6 is kind of ruining it. The 6 and the 5. Well, actually, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Bogus. Maybe I'm not meant to do something to check here. Maybe it's here. I was thinking that I didn't have enough information to do this yet, but like maybe you have to. All right, let's start here. So what's the minimum that we can do here? 2 and a 4, which is 6, meaning this has to be 7 or higher. All of it 7 or higher. Actually, can this ever be a 6? No. Because if this is 6, that means this would have to be a 5. And since they're both seeing the same number, that means this will always be lower than this one. But we know the bulb has to be lower than this one. So this can never be a 6. It has to be a 2. So we were supposed to start right here. Okay. So that's 2, and that's a 2. And that's going to kind of help us do the rest of it. Okay. So, all right, that's our 1. It's not a 1, it's not a 5, that's our 3. Clean it up a little bit. All right, so that's our 7. That's our 8. That's our 7. Actually, this might clear. Oh, it revealed some more. I forgot that there was still like fog down here. So I was thinking that like we were going to just start doing Sudoku and we're going to be able to solve it, but obviously we're probably going to get into another issue until we solve this one. So this is cool. Minimum that this can be is a 9. 4 plus 5. So if that's a 9, minimum has to be a 13. Okay. So yeah, so if this is minimum 13, and we at least know that it has to have a 5 in it. If this was let's just say it didn't have a 5 in it, and this was 8, 9, then what's going to be here? It has to be higher than 8, 9, and it can't do that. So this always has a 5. So we at least know that this is our 8 then. And we'll come back to that part. I think we're needing to do this. This is 10, so the highest, actually it could still be any of those, so we're fine there. We're going to go ahead and resume. All right, so that kind of cleans this up a little bit. We at least know that this is a 3-4 pair, which means we no longer can have a 4 or a 3 anywhere. So right there, since this 6 and 8 is also in the grid, that means this can't be an 8. Well, actually, we put an 8 there, so we know that can't be an 8. So this is a 5, 9, which is 14. And so if this is a 5, what I was going to say was, if this is a 5, can this ever be an 8? And the answer is no. Actually, this can never be a 5 anytime, Because if this was a 5, that would make this the 9. And we can't have 9 again. Like, it would have to be a 10 to be higher. So this can never be a 5. So in fact, it has to be a 9. Look, we got another one. I thought we were going to just be able to do Sudoku towards the end, and all of a sudden we're getting like more puzzles. Kind of cool. Our last puzzle, though, which is, you know, pretty cool. I think we did everything we can other than this puzzle, so let's go ahead and see this puzzle. We know that this has to have the 6 in it because the 6 has to be in this right here. So the minimum that this can be is a 7. Oh no, did I mess something up? Whoa, 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 whoa. Did I mess something up? Because the highest that this can be is an 8. So how can this be a 7? Because this would be an 8 and this would be a 9. I screwed something up. No. I'm so far into the puzzle. Did I really? Hold on. Let me back up a second. Okay, this is where I know it's right because of this. Yeah, and I know that's a 5. When 5 saw this, 5... Yeah, so 5 has to go here. So that's right. Meaning that's 2. Oh, crap, this is all working. What's it? Did I mess something up in the, like, early? What am I doing wrong? I messed something up. I just don't know what I did to mess it up. Seven, 8, 9. Guys, I just messed something up. I haven't messed up on a puzzle like this in quite some time where something happened. Something happened, and it it's all gone to hell. Like everything looks like it's working. It's just not this part. How far ago did I mess something up though? That's the question. I feel like that has to be that like truly has to be a five. Like, I feel like it's this one right here. That's the only way that this can make sense is if that was a six. And then the one and the three would be down there. No, that wouldn't work because the three and the four are over there. The three and the four and the 14. So like, I can't. Man. All right. I need a second. I need to go to the restroom really quick. And then, God, I'm probably gonna have to go backwards a little bit and then just see where I had an issue. Yeah, I'll be right back. Ah, dang it. I need to pay. Okay, I'm back. Got some water in me. Took some water out. Let's go and relook at this. Cause I feel like there's just something really silly that I did. I just don't know how far back I can go. Okay, so we're gonna peel it back, and I'm sorry that I messed up somewhere. Again, I'm really hoping that it's not like it looks like all this was correct. All this was correct. Even this, like that was pretty solid logic. Like maybe here, I mean, the two logic that I did right here was pretty solid. And then this, I remember seeing this, so it couldn't be the same number. So I feel like that's right. So really, it has to be like, but this logic was good too. Let's peel back to see what just take stuff away. My fog is going away. That's when I did the ones, the threes. All right. I'm gonna start here. Okay, so that's definitely true. It's definitely true. Since we have the two fives, none of these can be 5. This can never be 6. I had put 6 right here because 4848 was here. I just noticed, why can't this be 6? Jesus Christ. Is that it? I just didn't label that this could be a 6. Or when I was doing the correcting of the numbers, I forgot to put 6 in there. I think that was it. We're going to go slowly through this just to make sure that we get that correctly. But 468, who do you appreciate? So that means that this is a 7. 8. Okay. Oh. Okay. Oh, yeah. Then it reveals that. Logic didn't change here. Which is great. So, man, I'm all flustered now. Anyways, this man, I'm so flustered. Okay. So again, lowest that this can be is a 9. Lowest that this can be is a 13. So if it's a 13 or a 14. Oh, that's how I did it. This can't be an 8 or a 9 because then this would have to be an 8 or a 9. So this always has to have 5, which means this is an 8. This is when I put the 4 in here. So it's still possible that this is a 6. Okay, yeah. Okay. I think I found where I had the issue. Let's just solve this incorrect faction with correct logic. And this can never be a 5, because that would make. Oh no, that could be. Oh no, it can't be a 5, because if this is a 5, then this would be a 9, and then that would have to be a 9 too. But you can't have the same number or same sum. So this is our 9. This is 8. Okay, so this is all coming together very similarly, which is great. We know for sure I know for sure that this is not a 6 down here, because then how in the world does that work up here? Because again, if this is a 6, that would have to be like higher than a 6, but like it's only a 1 or a 3, which is only an 8. So, oh wait, that could work actually. 7, 8, 9. Oh no, it has to be a 9. Sorry. So this would have to be a 9, which means it has to be a 4 or higher. So this is our 6. I feel much better about this solution. And see, I had a 6 here. But the 6 was actually up here. Yep, okay. This makes more sense. Oh my god. I didn't let the puzzle beat me though. I didn't let it beat me. I know I had to backtrack a little bit, but oh my god, I seriously thought I was gonna have to start the whole puzzle over again. And like, I'm so like stubborn that like I would definitely do it and be like, guys, we're gonna start it over, and I'm recording until this is done. So it was probably gonna be a 3-hour puzzle, but no, we did it. But god, I failed, you guys. I'm so sorry. I did really like this puzzle though. The heat between us. I actually never saw this rule set. I don't know if this is like a newer one. But this rule set where it's the sum with like the thermos, that was actually a pretty clever puzzle. And I love Fog of War, so like this was always, a pleasure to do these types of puzzles and stuff like that. So, no, all in all, like this puzzle was great. I just mislabeled the 6, and I bet you when I watch the video back, I'm gonna be like, oh my god, did I really do that? Actually, I wonder how far back this can go. I know you already saw that I solved this, so I'm just gonna go all the way back. I'm wondering if I ever pencil marked it as a 6, and I just, when I was labeling them into the other ones, it is, look at right there, 6. So when I was relabeling everything, I forgot to put the 6 there, and then I got rid of the pencil mark. So I had it originally, and then I didn't double check myself when I was putting those numbers in. So that was always a possibility that can be a 6 when I labeled it, and I just took it off. So that was a big error on my side. See what happens when I try to clean things up, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is gonna make things a lot easier. Nope. Just to check, just check chesta, whatever. I don't know how you say it. But I did not throw in the towel. That's all that matters. Anyways, I'm just ranting because I'm just so, oh my god, with myself. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching another Big Brain Puzzles. Every other Sunday, we go ahead and post another Big Brain Puzzle. So, like if you like, subscribe, comment if you like this video, or if you just want to say like, hey, I did it in this time, and I did it way faster than you, MBW. Yeah, you probably did. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Every other Sunday again. So I will see you guys next time. And again, lots of content on this channel. So stay tuned for all that stuff. Later, guys.